Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you're on the verge of achieving something great, yet you somehow manage to mess it up? Maybe you procrastinate on important projects or talk yourself out of opportunities that could lead to growth. If so, you're not alone. Many people struggle with a phenomenon known as self-sabotage, a cycle that can be hard to break free from. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into understanding what self-sabotage really is, why it happens, and most importantly, how you can overcome it. We'll explore the psychological reasons behind this behavior, share real-life stories of individuals who have faced and conquered their self-sabotaging tendencies, and provide you with practical strategies to break the cycle. So stick around as we unravel this intricate web of thoughts and behaviors that hold us back from reaching our true potential. Self-sabotage refers to the behaviors and thought patterns that prevent us from achieving our goals. It's like having an internal enemy that undermines our efforts and aspirations. Common forms of self-sabotage include procrastination, negative self-talk, perfectionism, and even substance abuse. You might find yourself putting off important tasks until the last minute or engaging in negative self-talk that convinces you that you're not good enough to succeed. Statistics show that nearly 70% of people experience self-sabotaging behaviors at some point in their lives. This can manifest in various areas, such as career advancement, relationships, or personal development. For example, someone might avoid applying for a promotion because they believe they aren't qualified enough, despite having the skills and experience. Understanding what self-sabotage looks like is the first step toward overcoming it. It's crucial to recognize that these patterns often stem from deep-seated beliefs about ourselves and our capabilities. By shining a light on these behaviors, we can begin to take control of our actions and start making positive changes. To truly understand self-sabotage, we must explore its psychological roots. One major factor is the fear of failure. Many individuals are so afraid of failing that they avoid taking risks altogether. This avoidance may feel safer in the short term, but ultimately leads to missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential. Another significant contributor is the fear of success. It might sound counterintuitive, but for some people, achieving success can be just as frightening as failing. Success often brings change and greater expectations, which can lead to anxiety about whether one can maintain that success. Low self-esteem also plays a critical role in self-sabotage. When we don't believe we deserve success or happiness, we subconsciously create barriers to protect ourselves from disappointment. As renowned psychologist Carl Jung once said, "I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become." This quote emphasizes the power we have over our lives and choices, despite our past experiences. Additionally, past traumas or negative experiences can shape our beliefs about ourselves. For instance, if someone faced ridicule for their ambitions in childhood, they might internalize those experiences and develop a fear of pursuing their dreams later in life. Recognizing these psychological factors is essential for breaking the cycle of self-sabotage. By understanding why we engage in these behaviors, we can start to challenge those beliefs and replace them with healthier thought patterns. Let's take a look at some real-life stories that illustrate the impact of self-sabotage and the journey towards overcoming it. First, consider Sarah, a talented graphic designer who consistently underperformed at work. Despite receiving praise for her creativity, she would often miss deadlines or submit incomplete projects. Sarah realized that her fear of not being perfect led her to procrastinate and ultimately sabotage her own success. After seeking help from a mentor, she began setting smaller, achievable goals and learned to appreciate her work without striving for perfection. Then there's Mark, an aspiring author who dreamed of publishing his novel. However, he constantly found excuses to delay writing, claiming he was too busy with his job or that he needed more research. After joining a writer's group for accountability, Mark discovered that his fear of judgment was holding him back. With the encouragement of peers, he completed his manuscript and even secured a publishing deal. These stories exemplify how recognizing and addressing self-sabotage can lead to transformation. Both Sarah and Mark faced their fears and took actionable steps toward their goals. Their journeys remind us that while self-sabotage can feel insurmountable, change is possible when we confront our inner conflicts. Now that we've explored what self-sabotage is and its psychological roots, let's talk about how to identify these behaviors in your own life. Recognizing self-sabotaging patterns is essential for making lasting changes. Here are some common signs of self-sabotage: procrastination, delaying important tasks or decisions until the last minute. Negative self-talk, engaging in critical or demeaning thoughts about yourself. Perfectionism, setting unrealistically high standards that lead to disappointment. Fear of change, avoiding new opportunities because they push you outside your comfort zone. Substance abuse, using alcohol or drugs as a way to cope with stress or anxiety related to your goals. To help identify these patterns, ask yourself questions like, what goals have I been avoiding? Are there recurring thoughts that undermine my confidence? Do I often find myself making excuses for not pursuing opportunities? By reflecting on these questions regularly, you can start to pinpoint areas where self-sabotage may be occurring in your life. Awareness is the first step toward change. Now that we understand self-sabotage and how to identify it, let's explore practical strategies to combat these behaviors. Self-reflection. Start a journal where you can express your thoughts and feelings openly. Write about your goals and any fears associated with them. This practice helps bring awareness to your inner dialogue. Goal setting. Break down larger goals into smaller, manageable steps. Instead of aiming to get fit, set specific targets like exercise for 20 minutes 3 times a week. This makes goals less overwhelming and more achievable. Positive affirmations. Use positive affirmations daily to combat negative self-talk. Phrases like, I am capable or I deserve success can rewire your thought processes over time. Seek support. Don't hesitate to reach out to friends or professionals for support. Talking about your struggles can provide clarity and encouragement. Visualize success. Take a few minutes each day to visualize yourself achieving your goals. Imagine the feelings associated with success. It can motivate you to take action. Practice mindfulness. Engage in mindfulness or meditation practices to stay present and reduce anxiety about the future. Techniques like deep breathing can also help calm racing thoughts. Create an accountability system. Share your goals with someone who can help keep you accountable. This might be a friend, family member, or coach who checks in regularly on your progress. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge and celebrate your achievements, no matter how small they may seem. Recognizing progress boosts motivation and reinforces positive behaviors. Accountability plays a vital role in overcoming self-sabotage. When you have someone who can hold you accountable for your goals, it creates an external motivation that can be very effective. Consider finding an accountability partner, someone who shares similar goals or interests who can check in on your progress regularly. This could be a friend who wants to get fit alongside you or a colleague working toward professional development. You could also join groups focused on personal growth or professional development where members support each other's journeys. These groups provide a sense of community and encouragement that can make all the difference when you're struggling with self-doubt. In conclusion, understanding self-sabotage is the first step toward breaking free from its grip. By recognizing the behaviors associated with it and exploring the psychological roots behind them, you empower yourself to make meaningful changes in your life. We've discussed practical strategies like goal setting, positive affirmations, seeking support, and practicing mindfulness, tools that can help you combat those negative patterns effectively. Remember that overcoming self-sabotage is a journey that requires patience and persistence. Each small step you take brings you closer to realizing your full potential. So don't be discouraged by setbacks. Instead, view them as opportunities for growth. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on personal development. I'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts or experiences with self-sabotage in the comments below. What strategies have worked for you? If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more insights on personal growth and overcoming challenges. Together, We can support each other in breaking free from self-sabotaging patterns and achieving our dreams.